Hello and welcome back to another session of serde-yaml. It's Byron speaking. In the previous session, we have dealt with some simplified version of explicit key entries that require you to put some question mark there in front and some additional new line handling. That's all good and fine. Maybe I want to have a little function that just drops down a new line and does the right thing. Like here, like this one. I think that would be suitable. This is a refactoring run, so to speak. So let's do it like that. Fn emit new line just needs a self and returns an NIO results like this. Then we can basically just copy this code, self emit new line, and we are done. The good thing is that this will handle the state changes accordingly, which is exactly what we need. Maybe even fit on that line. No, we don't. Forget that. Because now we can basically just put do the same thing here. Wait a moment, begin document. Yeah, here we drop a new line. Interesting. Do I not yeah, here I change the is empty line false. Yeah, so this is something we can now just do here. Simplifies the code. We basically set this value unnecessarily. Now we set it one more time. We set it to true, even though in the next moment it's going to be set to false. And no, but that only happens under certain circumstances as well. Yeah, I think it's a good thing that we handle this correctly now. No, in any case, it will be false. So yeah, we set it unnecessarily still. But that doesn't possibly, if we set it here, we set it unnecessarily, but who cares? Again, it's just a Boolean that we set. But I see it, I see at least that this is a possibly unnecessary, right? So if you kind of spell it out directly as we had it before, then this is a bit more efficient. But who cares? Besides the fact that we call a function that could be inlined, but I don't even bother setting this up right now. Maybe I will do never. I just trust the optimizer with that task, because that's what it's there for. Is this better looking like that? Yeah, kind of. All right, cool. And there's another one. So much new line stuff is happening here. Is empty line true? Yeah, so we set this automatically, even though we put a new line and then set document end. Yeah, I'm not sure if that is the right way. Because after the document end marker, we cannot specify anything. We need a new line, in fact. Yeah, so this could be a problem for multi-document streams. Because we wouldn't know that we just ended the document and that we need another new line to alleviate that. Okay, so first of all, I think I definitely want to emit the new line like that now. So this will now be an empty line for him, obviously. And I think we want to have another flag here, because I mean, if you look at these unit tests, then at some point You know, this is what I mean. There is no new line here. And if something new would happen, you would just think that we need to make a space, but that's not the case. We need a new line here to start with. And this is something that the begin document call has to handle. So I guess, yeah, let's do one after the other. This is, yeah, let's finish this refactoring with the new line. That's the explicit entry thing. This is why we actually came around to do that. Right, this is the original motivation, self emit new line. All right, here we go. Should be fine. And that is the last one where we can do it that way. And that should actually compile and work, which it doesn't. Oh no, mismatch types. In 197, probably something silly. Oh yeah. Of course. 267. Probably the same thing. 267. Yeah, sure. This needs to be ending the match case. Have to watch out. Okay, cannot assign. Oh, true. Makes sense. Must be a mut. No, we can. Oh no. Oh no. I knew it. Ah, crap. We don't win much if you can't also set. Okay, 273, maybe I can work around that. Just here. 273. YAML directive. Here, the document indicator style. I could clone it. The question is, will the... And here's the same problem, huh? 286 looks like the same problem. And what if I clone it? Can I even clone it? Damn it, I hate this. He's right, but I still hate this. Oh, look. Magic. I wonder where the difference is between this one. Ah, because I get a ref here. And here I do not get a ref. I do not keep anything up. This is why. How big is this document indicator style? An optional with document indicator style. Yeah, we can do that. It's just done at begin document. So after all, I think that's totally fine. Cool, that works. No change. That's a refactor. Refactor. Sir. New line. Emit new line with state handling. Replace custom cumbersome new line printing with a method that does it and handles the state for us. Skip CI as usual. So that is this one. Now we can have a look at this end of document thing. Right now we can only write one document, which might be something that we either mark as to do or I mean, I know that multi-document handling is kind of there, but we don't test for it yet because we don't even have an interface for multi-document handling yet, huh? To writer with options, because that's always just doing a single document for us. To multi-writer, It could be something like that, to multi-writer with options. This would be the most generic one I can think of. And how would that look like? Yeah, so this would be the same thing, but we get a multitude of serializables. The problem is that right now, serializable is not object safe, so we cannot use dynamic dispatch to make this work, because these documents can have various types, right? Maybe to make this work, we need some sort of streaming approach. Yeah, basically we have to do this ourselves. Serializer with options. Begin stream, begin document, end document, and so on. Yeah. And then we can do it with different types or with the same. I think this is what we would need to do, yeah. And I don't see another chance to, to abstract various types of T away. That doesn't work. Unless we have a signature that takes 1, 2, 3, 4 T, whatever. But also that we don't have. Or we take an iterator, but an iterator of T also wouldn't work, because we actually want to abstract this. We want to box this. Or we want to have borrows of T so that we have fat pointers, but that, as I said, doesn't work because of generic methods in serialize. Yeah. Well, let's try. Let's make a test for this. Let's just do it. Multi-document. As serialize is not object safe, we cannot provide an abstract version, an abstract implementation of it, e.g. an iterator of serialize borrows. Right, this is something we cannot provide. So, thus, it must be implemented manually. This is what we can say here. Which is easy enough, let's be lazy. Let's do it like that. Serializer with options, the writer we get, and then we serialize the value, and the value is going to be V. We don't try on it. We just unwrap this stuff. Unwrap. Because we assume it works. And the writer, yeah, maybe a semicolon would be a good thing to have. So that's document 1. This can just be a string. You can talk about simple values here. And the options, let ops be presentation details, YAML. And then we say ops document indicator style is document indicator style, start end, and then we have this YAML thing, YAML, I think it's just none because we have no directive here. Good. So now we have start end. And basically, we don't care about the start so much. We just care about, because why do we not care about the start so much? Because there we can have a value right here. But if we end this, this also needs a new line, right? Yes, absolutely. But if we end this, we can't just start a new one. Unfortunately, we can't test it here because that one will finish at the first document. unfortunately. So we set the document indicator style, start end. Then the first value is value serialize. Oops. So that's going to be just a value, an str. Let's call it value. Value, that's the first document. Oh, and the writer should be something that we can put into a string, huh? Yeah, so that's going to be our writer. Voila. That's ops, can own it. So that's the cool thing. Thanks to our borrow, we can own it, or we can just pass it in. Doesn't matter. Pass it in as a borrow. Now we serialize the first document. Now comes the second one. End of the second one. And the second value, which is 5. Does that work? We will see. So first it should compile, and then we will go ahead and try to convert that writer into a from UTF-8. Yeah, I think all we have to do is put it in here, and then we can already do an assert equal, huh? Assert equal, like this, unwrap, not to forget. And we would expect something like, pretty much. So here we have a space, then we have value, then we have new line, dot, 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 and then we have a new line, da, 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 for new line, dot, dot, dot. That's what we expect. So let's see if that works. Multi-document handling. Failed to resolve user on, oh, serializer. Where is it? Here. That's sir. Like this, maybe. And vec is writer. Okay. So far, so good. Oh. Does not implement any method in scope named options. Ah. Probably I'm missing missing this. Yeah. Use that. Okay. We should get a bit further now. Okay. Cool. So that's sum, huh? Expected enum option found this. Okay, so I guess that's a sum document style. Because we have start and end, and nothing basically is encoded here. Does not implement any method in scope named with options. What? Still not? The value of the associated type error from the tape serializer must be specified. That's weird. Why does it work here and not there? And why don't I find anything anymore here? What's the difference? Oh no, that's the wrong one. This is our YAML serializer, man. And we use serialize, yeah. So maybe this will work. Ah, that's not a pub? It is. Ah, it's YAML serializer. We only export the basic API, or the most important API, to the top level. Oh, look. See? There we go. So we just found a bug in our API. Begin stream. And now we have to document this correctly. There's a bug to failing to do so will... And now you would have to check whether certain things have been called or not. Should we do this? Should we be safe and panic? Yeah. Failing to do so will cause a runtime panic. Note. Must be called before starting, before serializing any value. Will cause a runtime panic. The sibling of begin, which must be called exactly once, and after exactly once. Yeah, I think that's okay. Failing to do so will cause a runtime panic on the next call. On the next call to begin document. Okay, so now I need to add a state to handle this. And all the other, I mean, what else is, we need to make this public. This must be public. Pub, this is already pub now. And all the other things should be constructors, converters. Yeah, but then we implement serialize, which is also all public. So each of these would have to check the state, but I will not do this. Anim to help assure proper call order. So we could go through great length and have some sort of phantom type in us that, and you know, then we can kind of convert ourselves all the time, but no way that I do this. Yeah. State. None. Uninitialized. No stream. Stream. document. So it's in stream, in document, or it's uninitialized. Outstream. Yeah, and we also have no symmetric API. So we cannot really reset our state and reuse the same thing over and over again, which would happen at the end stream call that we simply do not have. Anyway, so that's our state, like that. No stream, huh? How do we call it? Outstream. I can already not remember this, so it's a bad term. State, let's call it uninitialized. Blank, let's call it blank. And blank state. All right. So now when we do begin stream, we shall assert that we are in blank state. Match self state blank shall be fine, otherwise must be in blank state, was in, found this one. Yeah, we can actually, yeah, you'll see how this works. Let's try it. Of course, we want to implement debug then. Like that. So does that work? Let's go with cargo build for now. This does work. Awesome. Begin stream. Oh yeah, now we have to change the state, by the way. Self state is state in stream. That would have been a problem. Good, so if we begin a document, then we want in stream must be in stream state found this one, and now we can set it. Let's try something. Is it possible to set the state in the branch, which I would actually prefer? Because that could work. Self, let's try it. I did something along these lines at some point, and I think there's something that was improved. See? Yeah. And I wonder if that is syntactically valid. I think it's might not be valid, but if it is, yeah. So we can change our state while we are reading it, as long as we don't borrow anything there, which in this case is not happening. Cool. So nice. If we are in stream, then we shall soon be state in document. Cool, that should also work. And now at the end document, we do the same thing. And document. And now we are blank again. And we might be able to use this to even solve this issue that we have right now. Oh. Actually, we are back in stream. Solve this issue that we need to flag somehow that... this is why. That we need to flag somehow that we need a new line next time begin document is called. We might just add another state to make this happen. So now the test should compile and work and show us what we did wrong. User value writer. We just moved here. Ah. Wait. That's interesting. I thought it can automatically move there. Good. I actually want to put a mut in there. Oh, now it's still borrowed. But I can do into, huh? I can say sir into inner, which will yield the writer again. That should work. Show me something. Come on, multi-document. Yeah, so the left is blah, 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 and then we are missing the new line here. And the rest is fine. We're just missing the new line as expected. So I think in begin document, you want to emit a new line if you just closed another document. And for that, out document. So we set ourselves to out document and then we can just cycle between these. So let's have a look. So begin document. Let's first make end document better, because that will now be out document. And now if we are in stream, we just set it to in document. And if we are out document, we will set ourselves to in document again. But we will also, and most importantly, emit a new line. Voila. And we try on it. Voila. And that should be what we need to make this happen. If it's not the case, then some panic shall occur. And we have a mut writer that doesn't need to be mut. That is true, I guess. Anything else? Cool, so that works. We have a multi-document test. I didn't actually expect this to be done right now, but better now than never or later. So any warning that we might have added here because of some silliness? No, doesn't look like it. The typical, unreachable statement. Because of the panics. Yeah, so the typical stuff that I just ignore. Unused variable is value. What? Sir 369? Oh. Oh, true. Well, thank you. Unused import, FP category. Ah. Not number handling, true. Let's put it here. Now we have a little less clutter. Constant item is never used. Indent. Oh, true, because the function is never used. So that will be changing once we have indentation handling. Cool. Feed sir. Multi-document test. And state API improvements now make multi-document serialization possible. A respective test was added, which led to a new line related fix as well. That's good. Skip CI. We just added a not so minor feature, and that is pretty neat. And yeah, I think because we have done some refactoring as well, encode ASCII is something I just wanna kick out as well. Encode ASCII should be as easy as just replacing it with encode string. Let's check it. Let's verify that. Signature is the same. Yeah, it is. So yeah, let's do this. Voila. Now we remove it. I kind of always like to remove code if it simplifies things. I've done that a few times now. I've done plenty of refactoring, but of course plenty of code has also been added, so what am I talking about? So, and wherever we have B, well, I should probably go through one by one, but generally I'd say we would now not have any byte strings anymore. Nope. Nope. And neither here nor here. Let's fix it. Oh no, wait. That was right all. Here it stays. Yeah, here it also stays. It's good that we didn't do a stupid find and replace. So that shall be this. Oh no. That shall be that. Voila. Voila. Okay. And escape bytes. Is this even used, escape bytes? Is escape string used? No, not at all. So we can kick that out as well. Nice. And that is that. Yeah, I think I had the question, the internal question, kind of whether I should provide both versions or just one. So I think this now wants to be an STR. And then we just change this. It's nice that it is so easy to change these things. Same here. Oops. No. Oh, I think I made a mistake here. Because we are not returning a slice of string slices. No, we are returning... Oops. Not another issue here. Voila. Now we are getting somewhere. Okay, encoding from UDF-8. Ah yeah, here we match on it, and here we return a string. Wait, oh no, wait. In the encoding case, we want U8. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, because we only use the encoding when writing directly to the writer. I think it's at begin document. Here we write the bomb. Sorry, begin stream. And this is the encoding as ref, and this definitely needs to be a U8. And this is why that works even. All right. Good that we didn't mass change this stuff. So tag now also wants to be a string. This also wants to be a string. Yeah. Voila. Oh man, how much more? Line breaks. What are line breaks? I think we use encode ASCII as always, right? We have to use the proper encoding. And for that, we will always call, encode string. So if you use line break, yeah, it will always be used with encode string. So a cool thing is we can now just remove this one. We have luckily implemented this as string already. And oops. There's more. Document start, document end. Wow, I didn't expect this. 41 minutes in, but it's mainly cumbersome. It's nothing big, but a lot of spots, and yeah, probably it's better to do it now than later, because this will only be more cumbersome in future. That's open. Oh, open ASCII is now a string. Important. Write all. Okay, that's the stuff we didn't adjust yet. Okay, this could work. Cargo build. Let's see. No. So 1 at AU8 found a string 256. We might have an explicit mention here. Document start. Ah. Nice. This was, I remember where I had that I had trouble actually doing this. Making the comparison, because I need to use as bytes and then have to slice it, because I was unable to get bytes out of there by just using the slice syntax on a string, as if it would have returned characters, which I don't believe, but I'm totally, this was kind of a mess. So I guess this is what we would do now. Question mark, question mark. Oh yeah, cool, that worked. So indent. Oh yeah, well, indent is not really used anyway. So yes, here you go, have a U8. Have your way. We will fix this once indentation is handled. Good. So that is a nice refactor. Oh, look. Aha, so we want to compare bytes here. That's good. We want to write it, but we want to compare bytes here as bytes, as bytes, as bytes, as bytes. So let's see if that works syntactically. The left side is syntactically correct. That's what we know. The right side might not be, but seems to be. Cool. Nice. Good that we have these kind of tests. So this means that this slice indeed wants to get characters, which is at least consistent. even though it's kind of an expensive operation. And I think there has been some discussion going on saying that this is ridiculous to allow character-based access on an index level because this kind of implies it's simple to do. But on the other hand, well, it is what it is now. And most importantly, it works, and we can easily do a byte-wise comparison if we like. So that's actually a good experience. Nice. So that is that refactor. Oops. Refactor sir, remove, encode ASCII. It showed some kind of code duplication. Yeah, it was evidence of premature optimization, which, yeah, probably would have had no effect anyway, as time is spent elsewhere. Overall, code is now more consistent. A few unused functions could be removed as well. Skip CI. Awesome. So that is that. I think that was quite a productive session here with multi-document handling and testing and some refactoring. Refactoring is always good before you want to set up a new feature. 1,500 lines, man. Gee. Which would be indentation now, I think, just to keep it kind of simple. So, thanks for watching and have a great day.